Don't they have the 750s that they came out with? Don't they got those in a purple?
They got like a plum
purple.
Plum color.
On a purple bike.
Very regal, very respectful.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll be careful.
Yes, sir. What's going on YouTube? As you can tell, we've had a damn cycle gear, Columbia, South Carolina. Excellent staff. Excellent staff. Guy was actually talking to me about his motorcycle right there. Hey, puppy. So I've had a pretty cool experience at cycle gear today. We got there when the sun was still up, right before the rain came through. And we went in there, and the first thing I see is first thing I notice is the guy behind the counter. He's very friendly, and he introduces himself. And he, I finally asked him what his name was before he left, but his name's Travis. Very good at what he does. He came up and talked to us, and that. I hope I got it in the shot, but that purple, he said it was a Challenger color Mopar. Of course, my lady was in love with it, man. She freaking loves and is obsessed with anything purple. Oh, purple! I got to have me one. But yeah, Travis is a cool guy, man. Travis, if you're watching this, you made my day. We got there right before the rain came in, so we just kind of hung around for a while, waiting for the rain to go away. I probably looked at every item twice in the store, but it was definitely a good time passer. It's like I'm getting further away from the rain, but yet it's getting worse and worse with the raindrop. Moto vlogging in the rain. None of this footage is going to be usable. Oh, shoot. I see the sun. I see you out there, son. There are no rain clouds the way I'm headed. It's like I'm headed right into the storm. The storm passed earlier the other way, so I rode the opposite way. But yeah, here we are. I'm getting pelted with tiny little annoying raindrops. Let me just take a second to elaborate on Travis. You walk into cycle gear up here, and there's this tall guy standing behind the counter, and he looks at you and he greets you. Oh shoot. Travis is one of those people that you don't get to meet too often. They're just all smiles, and just talking to him makes you feel kind of like good about yourself. He's just real talkative, all smiles, and you can't help but, you know, smile and joke along with him while he's talking. And he's not just he's not just a talker. Like I sit here and I'm blabbing, blah 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 blah. He does everything he can to get you talking too. So I mean, he's a really cool guy. And that was the first thing I noticed walking into cycle gear, which I've shot there a couple times. I think it's my first time meeting him. And he only has one arm. On top of how awesome this guy is, he only has one arm, and he rides a motorcycle. There shouldn't be much in this world to stop you from doing what you love to do. You know what I mean? I'm not saying life doesn't suck, because it does sometimes. He's kind of proof, man, that just because you have shortcomings in life, it doesn't mean you can't do the things you love to do, one way or another. Unless those things are hard drugs, you know. Don't do drugs. I shifted the wrong way. She wasn't prepared for that one. But yeah, if you're ever in Columbia, South Carolina, stop by the cycle gear. Shout out to Travis, really cool guy. I don't know the other guy's name that was there. I didn't ask him his name, but he was cool too. They kind of fed off of each other's energy. They're really good about keeping you laughing. You know how you walk in the store sometimes and it feels like you're really not wanted there. They want you to get in there, buy something really quickly, and get out as soon as possible. going up to cycle gear, I got the exact opposite of that feeling. I felt welcome. I felt like I could stay the whole time if I wanted to, you know, and that's a feeling that you don't get a lot walking in the stores. And this Travis character was a big part of that. I gotta get my hog patches sewed onto my vest. If you've never purchased a Harley, or you're not a fan of Harley, which I don't know why you'd watch me if you wasn't. Well, maybe you just like motorcycles in general, or you're here trying to check out somebody who rides a Harley every day. But if you haven't ever owned a Harley or know about Harleys, or, you know, I'm sure you've heard of a hog. You hear people call them hogs. And that's really because Harley-Davidson has its own MC. That's called the Harley Owners Group. And by going to the Thunder Tower and purchasing a Harley-Davidson from them, I got a free year membership to the chapter. I don't know if there's multiple chapters in a state. I think South Carolina just has the one chapter, the Thunder Tower, Harley-Davidson. So being a member of that, they do pay for you in advance, and I've gotten like 3 magazines from them. They do their own magazine. And I've looked into other motorcycle clubs around here, and I'm sure I am the uninformed right now, but I don't know like the friendly type MCs around here. I only know what you call the 1%, which is the outlaws, and I'm not trying to be a part of that, because I just don't think that's the lifestyle that I live. A while back I went up to the Harley-Davidson Thunder Tower just to kind of check it out, see what it was about, and it was actually pretty cool, man. I got a bigger insight onto what they do as a group. And I thought it was definitely something I wanted to be a part of. They let you do a lot of volunteer work at the events that they do. For example, we have the Days of Thunder coming up. I don't know like where all they do this at, or if this is just specific to Harley-Davidson Thunder Tower here in Columbia, SC. I'm not sure, but I know we have the Days of Thunder. I think it's just a 2-day event. Well, it's basically like this festival for bikers. Kind of like a small biker rally and a nod to Thunder Tower. And here at SC Thunder Tower, we're the Thunder Riders. But I went and checked it out, and it was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool. I got to volunteer for doing some work at the Days of Thunder. I've never actually been to the festival or to the rally or whatever you want to call it. So that'll be pretty interesting. I get to see that for the first time. I know it's going to be a lot of bikes there. I think they're doing a stunt show.
Action here, King Tony. You're already knocking over Renison. That's okay. Yeah, Brock's keeping it up there.
I'm going to try and record if I can, but I'm also going to be working there, so we'll just kind of see how that plays out. They want me to direct traffic, like, why have I become that guy that has to direct traffic at events? This isn't the first time that's happened to me. But yeah, I think I am gonna get my hog patches just so I can you know, be patched out on my vest and all. And I do like their logo, their second logo. I'm getting the rocker patch and the, I don't know the names. I think the rocker is the one that goes on the front, the smaller patch on the front, and then I'm getting the 2 bigger ones on the back. If I don't have those names mixed up. So I don't know what the 2 on the back are called. I know one of the patches is called a rocker, and I'm thinking that it's the small patch. This is common knowledge to other Harley riders, but I'm new, so I'm the noob. I'm the real boy noob, having to learn all this stuff. Maybe if you watched enough Sons of Anarchy, you'll know all this, but I'm not a big TV watcher. The only time I really watch shows and anything on TV, really, I'm talking about news, whatever it may be, is when somebody else around me is watching it, you know? This water is starting to make its way up to my crotch. I can feel it. Out here in the rain with me. Huh?